Hello, everybody. Okay, I'm going to wait a few minutes and let a couple people hop on because we are mushing a couple teams today. Don't mind my crazy hair. It is sunny and 80 outside, but also windy because apparently it's really windy in Vegas, and now I look like this. All right. So for those of you who are hopping on and not part of my team, part of Sarah's team, I want you guys to feel totally comfortable. Log into your account and type in, into the chat whatever questions you have. And as soon as I see them, I will make sure they get answered, or you can feel free to message me after this call. So I'm going to jump in, and those of you who missed the beginning can just catch up, and I will get going. So today we are going to talk about something that is crucial to being successful in this business. One of the most important things, which is time management. I can tell you right now, we all, regardless of our circumstances, regardless of our upbringing, of our past, whatever it is, we're all capable of being successful in this. And I just realized I forgot to introduce myself for those who don't know me, but I'm Tisa. If you're from Sarah's team, we're success partners. If you don't have a success partner, make sure you get one. I know for my team, I'm going to talk about the importance in that in a call later on this month, but having someone to push you and check up on you and making sure you are actually managing your time the way you're supposed to be is really helpful, especially on those days you wake up and you don't feel like doing Beachbody work and you forget about what your why is and your reason for doing this. It's really helpful to have someone who is there pushing you every single day. And I know I would not get as much done if I didn't have Sarah sitting there going, seriously, Tisa, just do it already. And I know that she feels the same about me because we're really good about keeping each other in check. And today I really want to focus on the steps you guys need to take and the self-evaluation you guys need to do in order to make sure you are actually doing the activities you should be doing to be successful, and not just saying, I'm totally doing everything. I'm totally working for hours and hours a day and not getting results. So there must be something wrong with this business, not something wrong with me. So today I want to go over exactly what it means to be productive in your time and making things happen and getting the results. So basically, it's going to break down to this. There's a few activities you should be doing and finding time for in your day to be successful in this business, okay? Those break down to your workout and your shakes, okay? Being a product of the product, which is really important, and personal/business development, which are two very different things. We'll talk about that in a minute, and inviting and other aspects of working the business, okay? So that's how we're going to break it down. And these are all really key and work together in the sense that doing your workout and drinking your shake, being a product of the product, gives you the authority to invite people. You can't invite people and you can't work a business that you don't stand behind and that you aren't doing. Okay, if you're not doing your workouts, you can't tell other people to do their workouts. Okay, so when you're going to invite them and saying, hey, these workouts changed my life, but you're not doing them and changing your life with it, it doesn't give you the authority to say that. Same thing goes for personal development and business development. It gives you the power to treat your business like a business and to be a CEO, okay? So you use your workout and your shake and you get in the right mindset by saying, okay, I've used these products. I know how they changed my life. This is how it's going to change your life when you're inviting other people, okay? When you're doing personal development and business development, you are learning how to feel in control and having the power. Sorry, this sun is blinding me. To tell other people. I know for me, I know how it's changed my life, but at the beginning, it was really hard for me to see, well, I just started these programs. I don't know how I have the power or whatever to be sharing with other people. And personal development is going to help you with that. So I think you guys really need to, first off, Decide how much time you can devote to this business a day. Whether you want to be full-time or part-time, the percent of the time you spend is going to be the same, but it just breaks down differently depending on if you want to spend an hour a day doing this or 3 hours a day doing this or more. Like me, I'm trying to spend 6 hours a day at least doing this, not including my workout. You know, everyone always says, well, I only have 24 hours in the day and I have so much to do. Guess what? The most successful people in the world only have 24 hours a day. And it seems crazy that they can get so much done, but they are creating more time for themselves, not in the sense of, oh, they have 30 hours in the day, but in the sense that they are doing the right activities they need to do. They are not getting distracted, and they are doing what you're doing in 4 hours in 1 hour because they are staying focused. And that's giving them 3 more hours that they can spend on their life doing whatever it is they want to do. You know, you all have these reasons for why you're becoming a Beachbody coach, whether that's to make time to go on vacation, spend more time with your loved ones, whatever it is, to be in better shape and able to do certain things. You know, if you could do all of that in 1 hour as opposed to 4 or 5 or 6 hours, you would have that extra 5 hours to do the things you want to do. And I'm going to teach you the best ways to consolidate that and stay focused to make that happen. Okay. The things that I do in not business hours. Okay. So like I said, you need to set an amount of time that you want to spend on your business every day. Okay. So you're going to have your half hour to do your workout. Okay. That should be every single day, unless you have a rest day, whatever. Then I want you to decide how much time you want to spend on your business. If you are doing this part-time, I think you should pick 30 minutes to an hour, okay? If you want to make this a full-time job, you need to be spending 2 to 3 hours a day on this business. That's just the reality of it. If you want to replace your income that you're making and you want to make this happen and you want to be able to do everything you want to do, 2 to 3 hours is a really great place to start, okay? But I don't mean 2 to 3 hours of just sitting there and scrolling Facebook, because that's not going to get you anywhere, okay? So the things I do not during business hours, these are things that I do not count as my time that I have set aside for work, okay? While I'm watching TV, I add people to my Facebook and Instagram, okay? I make graphics for my team page or for my challengers or whatever it is while we're sitting there watching a movie, okay? Just because I might as well multitask, okay? Same thing with personal development. I have been listening to videos when I run, while I do my makeup, while I'm driving in the car, while I'm cleaning, while I'm cooking, because I feel like I don't have to set extra time aside. I'm using the time that I already have to be more productive. And, you know, for me, I found, especially when I'm running, it is great for me to listen to team calls and the trainings I'm in and all of that kind of stuff. I don't want you guys to mix up personal development with business development, because, like I said, personal development, which is reading actual books that are about you and your mindset, are going to put you in a good place to reach out to people, to invite them to this opportunity. Business development is what's going to help you when it comes to dealing with your coaches, dealing with your challengers after you've already gotten them to sign up. And if you don't have the right mindset and you don't feel confident in what we're doing and confident in yourself, you're not going to get to the point where you actually need that business development. So they go hand in hand, but they are different. I want you guys to be aware of that. So like I said, those are things I do not during business hours, just when I'm hanging out, while I'm cooking, while I'm doing whatever. You know, I add people when I'm just like sitting there stretching, like, you know, I drink my shake. I add a couple people, stuff like that. I listen to videos in car rides. I make videos in my car rides when my boyfriend's driving, obviously. You know, scrolling Facebook and Instagram. This is what I really want to get into you, and really want you guys to start self-evaluating when it comes to this, okay? I have had so many of you saying, I can't hit Success Club, I suck, nobody wants to sign up with me. Time to self-evaluate, time for some tough love, okay? How much of your time are you spending actually inviting versus scrolling Facebook? And I don't want to hear, oh, I'm just scrolling. I'm creating relationships. Liking someone's picture is not creating a relationship. Okay. Yes, you are getting them so they will see more of your posts, and you will see more of those, and you will have the opportunity to post more or to see more of their posts, like them, whatever. All that whole Facebook algorithm stuff, right? Okay. But it's not productive. Creating a relationship means you are commenting on their stuff and you are creating a relationship. You are messaging them, whether it is an actual invite or a happy birthday or a how was your weekend or let me get to know you. Scrolling through and just looking at people's faces is not productive. And you are going to try and come at me and say, hey, I'm looking for people who I should reach out to. No, this is not a productive use of your time. And if you want to do that while you're watching TV, whatever, great. But just know that that is not what's going to get you to your goal. Okay. I heard this phrase in a team call or in a training I was on the other day. Do not be a fan, be a star. Okay. So when you're sitting there and you're going through prospects and you're like, oh, their life looks fun. Let me just like all this stuff so they notice that I like them and we'll interact someday and build a friendship. Or you're following a ton of team coaches and other Beachbody coaches, and you're liking all their stuff and you're looking at how fun their life is, and you're thinking to yourself, oh, I want to make a post like that. That's great. And I want to be just like them. That's great. Okay. That is wasting your time, because dreaming about where you want to go is not going to get you to where you want to go, okay? Do not be somebody's fan. Do not sit there and be spending all your time supporting all these top coaches who are where they want to be, okay? Do not spend your time telling everybody else their life is great. Work on being the star and making your life great, making your life the one that everyone is looking to, saying, man, I wish my life was like that, because that's what's going to get you places, okay? So I want you guys to remember that. Do not be a fan of other people. Be the star so other people want to be a fan of you and they want to follow you and join you. When you work, there's a couple things I want you guys to remember. This is work. I know that this business is flexible and it's awesome and you can do it from anywhere. But if you want to be productive and you want to be able to get the most done in the least amount of time possible, there's a couple things to stick to. Don't do it in front of the TV. Even if you say you can multitask and the TV's not distracting you, I can guarantee you it is distracting you, okay? You need to be 100% focused on the people you're inviting and what you're doing, okay? Turn off your text notifications. If you get a text and you go straight over to it instead of keeping doing your work, turn those notifications off, because they're going to distract you and they're going to get you out of the groove you're in, and you don't want that, okay? Find a space. I can tell you one of the best things that I did for my business was starting to work upstairs, okay? I didn't build this desk. I got a desk. I put it in the guest bedroom, and when I want to work, I get my butt off the couch, even though I'd rather sit and work next to my boyfriend. I'll march my butt upstairs, and I put my computer on my desk instead of on my lap, and I work. And I am 100 times more productive. I can tell you, I can get done in an hour up in a room by myself without the TV on, not next to my boyfriend, what it would take me 6 hours to do downstairs watching a movie. Okay? You're saying I don't have time to be a coach. I don't have time to be an invite. It does not take that much time. It just takes you making the decision to give it your full attention and actually do it. I know Sarah and I talk about this all the time, that when we actually invite, when we spend our hour a day inviting 25 people or however many people we decide to invite, all of a sudden the next day we're like, damn, we got all these messages and everyone's interested, because we put that time aside and we didn't bullshit and we didn't just do an invite here or there. We made it happen. And it's what will grow our business, not sitting there creating graphics while you're watching TV or scrolling through a feed thinking who you're going to invite and not actually inviting them. Okay? So don't scroll Facebook. If you haven't learned about the Kill News Feed app, you can only do it on a computer, but there's a way you can literally make it so your feed is blank, so you don't get distracted by what's going on. If you don't have self-control to do it yourself, totally understand, okay? Do uncomfortable things. And I want to talk about this in two different senses. One, in the sense of don't sit on the couch. I know the beauty of this business is you can do it wherever you want and you can do it from home. But I can tell you I'm a lot more productive sitting in this freaking uncomfortable chair right now, sitting here making sure I can get work done and thinking to myself, okay, if I do as much as I want to do in an hour, then I can go downstairs and sit on my comfy couch and watch an episode of my TV show that I want to watch, okay? But when I'm sitting down on the couch, I get distracted. I see something on TV and I Google it. I get a text and I look at it because I'm not in the business mindset. I'm not in business mode. I'm hanging out and I'm kind of doing work because I work from home kind of mode, okay? Put yourself in an office setting, and it's cool because we can have an office setting and be in our underwear. I'm in my freaking underwear right now and it's awesome, okay? But I've created this business setting for me that makes me feel more focused and want to get more work done, okay? Also, uncomfortable things. You know, there's a lot of easy parts of our business. Posting is so easy, okay? Getting our workout done is easy because it's someone sitting there telling us exactly what to do. Drinking our shake is easy because it's literally a scoop you throw in a blender and you call it a day, okay? Posting 3 times a day about our life is easy because we're already thinking the things in our mind. We just have to put it in words and post it on Facebook, okay? That is the easy part. When I'm saying do something uncomfortable to grow your business, I'm talking about do the things you put off for last. So think about yourself right now. When you have all the things you have to do, drinking your shake, doing your workout, personal development, inviting, checking in with your challengers, checking in with your coaches, okay? What are the things you put off to last, okay? For most people, it's going to be inviting because it's scary and it's nerve-wracking and it makes you feel uncomfortable and you have to get outside of your box to do it, okay? That's the things that you need to do. And I would recommend that you do them first because otherwise you'll put them off or you'll do like I used to do and be like, oh, I did personal development today. I did my workout. Man, I had a good day. I did most of my coaching activities. Inviting is what is going to get you places. It is the hardest part and it makes people most uncomfortable. It's what you got to do, you guys. Okay, so get uncomfortable and make it happen. I know you hear people say all the time about a power hour and a checklist and all that. You should have a checklist. If it needs to be a physical one or one in your head, it doesn't really matter. But you need to get it all done, okay? You don't stop when you're tired. You stop when you're done, okay? And this is up to you. You can drag it out and do it in front of the TV and make it take 6 hours to get everything done. Or you can put your head down, get in your office space, turn the TV off, and make everything happen in 1 hour and have plenty of time to do everything else that you want to do. That is up to you. I want you guys to have discipline with yourself. For me, I have 2 things that I do. One is I give myself a reward if I hit the goals that I have for the month, which is usually a Success Club goal. For you guys just starting out, make it your goal to hit Success Club 5. Hitting Success Club is what will drive your business forward. It will get you challengers who will get results, who will bring in more challengers, and that will bring in coaches and it will create a team that is there to change lives, which is the whole point. You cannot change more lives without more people, right? And you get that by hitting Success Club. And it's not about numbers that you're required to get like it is in a corporate world. I want you to think of those points as people whose lives you're changing. And, you know, in a regular business, you don't get your bonus. You don't even get to keep your job if you don't hit a certain number, okay? For me, I think of it like this. If I'm not changing enough lives, I shouldn't get rewarded for that, okay? So I make a deal to myself every single month. whether it's I can't get my nails done until I hit Success Club. I had a deal. Right when I first started, it was like month 4 and I hadn't hit Success Club and it was the 28th of the month. I had 0 points. And I was so mad. And I was like, nope, I've hit it every single month. I'm going to hit it. There was a 3-day country concert that weekend that I wanted to go to. And I said, look, if I hit Success Club, I'm buying myself a ticket. If not, sucks me, I'm sitting on my ass all weekend. I can bet your butt in that 3 days I hit Success Club 8 and I went to that concert. Okay? I don't care if it takes rewards for yourself or just the fact that you know you are helping people and growing your business. Do what it takes to get you to your goal. Okay? And don't allow yourself to do any fluff until you get there. So for me, I make another rule to myself. Until I hit Success Club, I can't do fluff. And what do I mean by fluff? Is stuff like I created my own website. But my rule to myself is I am not allowed to spend any time working on my website or improving my website until I hit Success Club, because that is not what's going to move my business forward. Okay? I have other stuff that's not even Beachbody related. I don't get to catch up on my shows until I hit Success Club, because I know that I am not going to be successful in this business unless I'm hitting the goals that I'm setting for myself. And if you just say to yourself every single day, this goes back to the stop when you're done, not when you're tired. If you're not putting your business first, if you are not driven by your goal, your main goal, you just want this instant satisfaction of, oh, I want to catch up on my TV show, instead of, hey, if I work now and I put in the effort now, it's going to get me to a place later where I can quit my job or go on vacation or watch a movie with my boyfriend every night because he won't have to work late at night. Okay, you need to remember your end goal and not what's going to satisfy you right this second. Because the things that satisfy you right this second aren't what's going to make you happy in the long run. And I know it's hard to see that, especially when you see an ad and you see what's going to happen on your show next and you're really, really excited about it. But that's not what's going to get you to your goals. Trust me, those people on TV, they get everything they want because they worked their butt off and they were filming when they were tired, okay? You need to work when you're tired until you get the goals done that you've set aside for yourself that day. One thing that's kind of related to this all is communication, okay? I know it's really hard for significant others or for kids to sit there and say, Mommy, get off your phone, or really, babe, you're on your phone again, okay? Our business is online. That's the nature of it. It's hard to explain to people, and some people aren't going to get it, okay? That's why communication is so important. That's why you need to sit down with that person and say, hey, this is what I am doing, okay? I need this hour a day or however long it is. I'm going to be on my phone. I'm going to be on my computer. I'm going to be upstairs in my room answering. I'm going to be doing my job, okay? They don't need to know everything. They don't get it. But you don't just say, I'm doing this. Say, this is what I'm doing, okay? I'm going to spend this hour a day because this is what it's going to do for us, okay? So, for example, I tell Drew, babe, I need to spend this morning doing work. I know you're home and I know you don't go to work till later, but I really need to make this happen for us so that you don't have to keep going to this job that you hate, okay? If you have kids, maybe it's that, hey, I am doing this right now, baby, because I want to take us to Disneyland. And if I work an hour a day doing this, I'm going to be able to afford to take you there, whatever it is, so that they understand. And it's not just thinking, oh, you're on your phone again. There's no way you're actually working. When you're telling them, this is what I'm doing and it's going to get us here, they're a lot more willing to say, okay, babe, go upstairs, do your hour. Okay, mommy, we'll play when you're done, whatever it is. Okay, obviously you can't tell that to a 6-month-old, but you get my idea. I saw in one of my elite training groups kind of broken down like this, and I think this is where a lot of people struggle. 80% of your time should be focused on finding new challenger and coach prospects and talking to them, communicating with them, inviting them. 80% should be focused on growing your business. Okay? 19% should be serving your people, which means posting in your challenge groups, doing team calls for your team, doing trainings, whatever it is. Okay? 1% of that time should be problem solving. Okay? I don't want you guys to think, first off, Google has almost every single answer. Almost every single one. Between Google and YouTube and the Beachbody FAQ, you can find almost any answer to any question you have, okay? So when you're sitting there trying to grow your business and all of your coaches are coming to you, tell me the answer to this, tell me the answer to this, how much does this cost? The answer is online. That's why Google was created, okay? If you need something explained, that's why YouTube was created. Go out and find the solution to the question that you have. Because I can guarantee you when you realize that your business is going to grow from you talking to future prospects, that you're not going to want to waste your time helping people who have access to the answers everywhere. Obviously, there are some problems, some customer service related, or something that you watched a video on and you don't understand, or something that just needs to be broken down in different words for you. That is that 1%. That is the acceptable time for you to one-on-one talk to your coaches and say, look, okay, what's the problem? Let's figure this out. Let's make it happen. Okay. But if you want to have a team that knows how to manage their own time and be successful and hit Success Club, you need to show them by example that you're not going out and begging other people for the answers when the answers are right in front of you. Okay. So breaking this down, say you want to work 10 hours a week. Okay. You would need to work on prospecting 8 hours a day or a week. Sorry. Doing stuff for your coaches and challengers, 2 hours a week. Problem solving for 6 minutes a week. Okay. If you're breaking this down to an hour a day, you need to spend 48 minutes a day starting new conversations, connecting with people, and sending your invites. 12 minutes a day focusing on checking in with your team and your challengers and seeing what you can do to help them be productive, send invites, whatever it is that they're working on. Okay? That's less than a minute a day problem solving. Okay, I don't want you guys to get stuck on all the things that people can either find their own answers to or things that aren't helping any of you. You can get caught up in how much it sucks that customer service doesn't speak English half of the time, but that's not moving your business forward. And that's the whole point of this. You can spend 6 hours doing a bunch of crap, okay, only this much of it that is actually moving your business forward. Or you can sit down and give an hour of good hard work of everything that will help move your business forward and have that extra 5 hours to do whatever you want. Okay. And it's hard to remember that. Okay. If you need to set a timer, set a timer. For me, I don't go by minutes. I go by like number of invites, and I make little tally marks on my sheet whenever I send an invite. Okay. But I have all the time in the day to do that. If you don't, set aside. I'm going to work for these next 48 minutes. I'm going to send as many invites as I can. Okay? You need to have self-control. You need to self-evaluate and say to yourself, am I using my time properly? Or am I sitting here scrolling Facebook, pretending like I'm looking for people to reach out to, but I'm actually too scared to reach out to them, so I'm not doing it. And then I'm complaining when nobody wants to sign up with me. Okay. You all know that health and fitness is a very sensitive topic, and people aren't just going to come to you. Okay. You need to do whatever it takes to get those people to realize you are here to change their life, not to sell them a product. Okay. And they are going to have no idea that's what you're trying to do if you're not spending your time showing them that it's going to change their life through being a product of the product, doing your workout, drinking your shake, and posting about it, and through reaching out to them and explaining to them how it's going to change their life and how you are going to help them let it change their life. Okay? And that's not going to come from scrolling and liking a couple pictures here and there. I know that sucks, and I know that's your favorite part, like creating graphics, but that's just not how it works, okay? The last thing I really wanted to end on is something that really affected me. If you're on my team, you know I'm like an emotional basket case half the time, and I'm like the cry when you see your best friend that you haven't seen in a year kind of person. But emotions go both ways, and there's a lot of things in this business that can get to you, especially with us posting our leaderboards or in, the Shine Dynasty main team page when you're seeing leaderboards pushed up there and there's people with SC40 and you don't even know what Success Club is and you're like, oh man, that person's great. Or someone's hitting diamond and you just start and you're like, diamond, I'm not even at emerald yet. Or my biggest thing, guys, is abs. If you know me, you know this is true. I look at someone and say, how are they drinking wine and they still have abs? Like, I don't understand. But throwing a pity party for yourself, all of that time you spend doing that, wishing you were someone else, wishing you were as successful as they are, or that you were at the same rank as them, or you had the Success Club points. The more time you spend worrying about that, stressing that you're not where you want to be, stressing about all of this stuff that you cannot control. You cannot all of a sudden magically have a higher rank or magically have more Success Club points. You are where you are at this moment, okay? There's nothing you can do about the past and what has already happened. The most you can do is get better. Okay, so I heard this thing the other day and it said, don't get bitter, get better. If you're wasting your time throwing a pity party for yourself or being stressed out because you're not where you think you should be, first off, there's no one to tell you where you should be because you've set goals for yourself. It doesn't matter how long it takes you to get there as long as you get there, okay? You are 100% in control of how many people you invite, how many people you reach out to, how well you spend your time, and how much time you spend a day doing the things, doing the vital behaviors to get you where you want to be. Okay? I lost my train of thought. But all this time you waste being bitter and throwing a pity party for yourself, I know we're all guilty of it. Even the top coaches are guilty of it. The more time you spend doing that, the less time you're spending doing the things that are going to push your business further, the less time you spend doing things that are going to make you better. If you want to use other people's success to drive you, you go for it. But sitting there saying, man, I wish I was more like them. That's not fair. Why are they so good and I'm not? Do you know why they're so good and you're not? Because they're inviting. They're taking whatever time they have to work on this business, and they aren't sitting there scrolling Facebook. They are doing what they need to do. They're doing their personal development. They're doing their inviting. They're doing their workout, drinking their shake, and they're not sitting around saying, I wish I had abs. I wish I was hitting Success Club. Okay? I'm sorry for the tough love. That's how it is. The sun fired me up. And, I just want to finish off by saying, we have been taught in society to just whine. I don't know if that's like a top behavior, but we are all a bunch of whiners. And I know that I am too. We do this thing in one of my challenge groups where we try and go the whole day without complaining. And it's really hard. When you realize how much you complain even about the little things, it's really hard. But I want you guys to think about for one day, note all of the times you complain, all the times you're sitting there doing absolutely nothing productive, whether you're scrolling through a feed of random shit or watching a random video that has nothing to do with anything. And if you added up all that time, think about how successful you could be if you did your vital behaviors in that time that you just wasted. I guarantee you how far you would get would absolutely blow your mind. Absolutely. You know, I talked about this with my team. We went over goals a couple months ago. Make your goal, okay? Whether that's a Success Club goal or the number of invites you want to send a month or whatever it is, break it down to how much you want to do daily. And do not stop when you're tired. You stop when you hit that goal, okay? And it is completely up to you whether that takes 6 hours or it takes 1 hour, okay? Don't get distracted. Stay focused. Remember your goals. For me, I have my dream board right here above me. And every time I want to give up or every time I start scrolling and it catches the corner of my eye, I see, oh, crap. My board says Elite Top 50 this year. Am I going to do that by scrolling through Instagram and liking pictures of people's freaking cats? No. I don't like pictures of cats. I don't know why I said that. But anyways. Okay, so I will stop rambling. I want you guys to go get off of this call, and whatever time you have decided to dedicate to this business a day, if you have not done that already, do it. And remember that it's not just about time. It's not saying, oh yeah, I'm spending an hour a day. Oh, I totally did an hour, and saying that scrolling Facebook was being productive or listening to a team call. Don't just get at the end of this team call and be like, oh, I listened to that team call. I did a whole 45 minutes of work today. Hell yeah, I'm done. Okay. It's time combined with all the things you want to do. Okay. Yeah. So if you only have an hour a day, that's great. You can get a lot done in an hour. But if you don't hit your goals, you need to find more time to get that done. Okay. It's careful balance. You guys will get there. You guys can make this happen. You know, I totally lost my train of thought. I got nothing else. But you guys are so capable of this. And I don't want you guys to get discouraged by the fact that I told you you're not working your business when you're scrolling Facebook. I know it's a hard thing to hear. And I know that tough love sucks. Okay. But you are all 110% capable of getting the top number on the Success Club leaderboard for the Shine Dynasty, which is the #2 team in the company. You are all capable of being up there. The only difference between you and the people who are currently up there are they are making the best use of their time. Okay? And we are all capable of that no matter what. So stay focused. Remember why you're doing this. Remember where you want to go. Make your own little space. For me, I decorated mine, and it makes it more fun to be up here. Do what you got to do. Communicate with your significant other or with your child or whatever it is. You know, show them where you're going. So that you every day, hey, did you do your work? Like I said, get a success partner. Tell your husband or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or whoever, hey, don't let me do anything until I do this, because this is where we're going and I need your support to make this happen. Okay. That's all I got for you guys. I hope you have a great Wednesday. If you have any questions, my team, obviously, y'all have my number. Anyone from Sarah's team, feel free to ask any questions that you have. And that's all. I'm going to go run and try not to die in the 80-degree weather. I will talk to you guys all soon, and have a good night. Bye.